Old Forester King Ranch is a collaboration between Old Forester, one of the oldest distilleries in the US, and King Ranch, one of the largest and the oldest ranch in the US. What makes this different? And as a bonus, I will compare it to my favorite Old Forester blend, the 1915, which is basically a half and half blend of the 1920 and the 1910. Let's find out. Welcome to Whiskey Bank. My name is David. And what makes King Ranch Edition special? Well, what they do is they take 5 to 7 year old mesquite wood from King Ranch and they slow roast it for half a day to create this fantastic charcoal. And Old Forester takes bourbon aged in heavily charred barrels and then filters it through that mesquite charcoal, giving it this unique and wonderful experience unlike anything else from Old Forester. So one problem with this, it's a Texas exclusive. So how did I get it? Well, one of my great supporters, Victor Kinnikin, he lives in Texas. So once we were exchanging emails and I told him, hey, if you live in Texas and you ever see this bottle laying around, if you can pick it up for me, that'd be great. And so found it one day, and he texted me, let me know, and we were able to work out a trade. And so I was able to get my hands on this wonderful bottle. Thank you, Victor. Without you, I would never have been able to get this at a reasonable price. Some of the stats on this, 105 proof, mash bill is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. And as always, too much talking, not enough drinking. Let's get it. Opening ceremonies. Ooh, that's good pop. I'm gonna let this open up for a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And so before I fast forward through my experience to get you my results faster, I'll give you my first impressions. First, the nose. Ooh, that's very Old Forester-like. And then the palate. Wow, that is unique. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. On to the experience. First, the nose. I put sweetness right away. I got caramel, brown sugar, and then I got fruit. Trademark Old Forester banana. And then I got some spice, which was like a black tea spice. And with the sweetness, it felt like it was like a sweet tea. So I wrote down here, which is very interesting. I felt like I was in front of banana bread, drizzled in caramel, with a side of sweet tea. And I was just taking in that aroma. Oh yeah, brings back memories. If you're enjoying this content, please that like button, because it really does help me out. And it'd be cool if you subscribe. And then the palate. I could see why they advertise it as something that's unique and unlike any other Old Forester. Because I got sweet oak right away, and then a little bit of honey. And then you got that banana, which is like any other Old Forester. Then you got a lot of spice, a lot of the pepperiness. And so I wrote down, and this is kind of interesting. I hope you guys can imagine this. Felt like I was having toasted rye bread, and it was toasted over mesquite wood. So you get slight of that mesquite smoke flavor, which either imagination or not, I got it. With banana, a little bit of pepper, and a drizzle of honey on top. It's actually really unique. So it's not super complex. You don't get the sweet, the spice, the fruits, the bitterness or anything like that. You don't get the whole roundness, but you get a lot of the sweet and then a sweet spice and then a sweet fruit to go along with it, but it's not overly done. It's actually really good. Yeah, I gotta say, it almost feels like it's a better version of the Maker's Mark BEP. I thought that was too sweet and just too sweet forward. Again, good at times when you feel like something like that, but this still has the spice, the doughiness, and then the little bit of honey sweetness, not the crazy caramel brown sugar sweetness. So it really balances it out. So very good experience. In the finish, you get the charred sweet oak, peppery going down, and it's medium to medium low. I took my last sip like 100 words ago. Still there. So it's a great finish. The experience score for this, 8.2. It's a unique, fantastic bourbon. It's unique that it feels unique. The banana bread, rye, peppery spice, and the sweet tea. Just can never go wrong with that combo. And let's be honest with you, I like it. I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's not very complex, but it's balanced, it's sweet, feels good, tastes good. That's all you need, right? So 8.2. So allocation score for this, I'm gonna give it an NA. It's Texas exclusive. I know here, obviously in California, because it's not Texas, it's really hard to find. But from what I hear and from other research, it's not too hard to find in Texas on its release dates. So for me, NA. Style points, 7.5. It's gonna be on my top shelf somewhere because it's not available in California. And it's unique with that King Ranch logo, a little bit of the gold. It's something that obviously I will let my friends know, hey, I got the King Ranch, you wanna try it? And I'm pretty sure the Old Forester friends of mine will want to really try this. And it's gonna be a nice bottle take to a bottle share. Might not be the most expensive bottle there, but it surely will be the only King Ranch that's there. So it's gonna be pretty cool. And the price, $80 MSRP, $100-ish in Texas as a secondary, but here in California, about $200. So with all that combined, my final rating for the King Ranch Old Forester is going to be a buy. Have on your shelf. Based on experience and based on MSRP of $80, it's a borderline buy or hold. But because it's limited edition and it's cool to have, King Ranch is cool, Old Forester is cool, and it tastes unique enough with the barky charcoal and the smoke. And it's something that I'm, again, looking forward to taking to bottle shares, having friends try it. And that whole experience of sharing with others and being something that, maybe they haven't had before, is really cool to me. So maybe if I lived in Texas and it was available all the time, it won't be as cool and maybe it will be a different rating. But for me, with $80, like find one, easy buy. All right, as a bonus, I'm gonna compare the King Ranch to my favorite blend, the 1950. Basically, half and half, the 1910 and the 1920, to give the sweetness, but the proof. And so it makes it a 104 proof, which is very close to the 105 that the King Ranch is. So this should be a good comparison. Also, special for this, I put 1 ounce each in this 2 ounce sample bottle of the 1910 and 1920. Blended it, left it on for a couple of days just for this video, so I know it's blended enough and I'm not gonna get a hodgepodge of 1910 and 1920. Let's get to it. I'll try to make this fast. Back to the King Ranch, the nose. Banana bread, sweet tea, delicious. 1915, you get the banana, but it's a lot more sweeter. Caramel, brown sugar forward. And then when I smell it back to back, the King Ranch gives you a little bit more of the charred oak than the 1915. All right, so for the nose winner, King Ranch. Char, the sweet oak, more of the doughy banana sweetness really is a lot more pleasant experience than brown sugar, caramel, banana. Okay, great, I love it, but it's more straightforward while this gives you more of an experience. So I gotta say the nose, King Ranch. On to the palate, King Ranch, fire note. Yeah, the banana bread, the rye bread, the mesquite smoke, delicious. On to the 1915, there we go. A little bit of marshmallow, brown sugar, caramel. It's the toasted or the sweet burnt marshmallow. Very good. And you get the peppery finish, you get the sweet oak. Very good. Now back to back. Man, 1915 is good, but I didn't think it would be this easy, but the easy winner is King Ranch. I will keep saying this, that banana bread feel. Now, why I keep on saying banana bread is because It's much different than bananas. You know, when you bake a banana with the bread, especially if it's rye bread in this case, it gives you that sweet nectar of the banana. But again, it's more of the honey sweetness and the fruit sweetness instead of the brown sugar caramel sweetness, which I love, but this is much better. And it rounds it out with that smoke, the pepper, and that sweet oak. Man, I gotta say, it really lives up to my hype because I didn't think I'll choose it over 1915 this easily. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys can subscribe, like, and comment. That'd be wonderful. It'll just be super cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.